So many economists believe the future will be cash-free. You're already seeing it from everywhere you go, whether it's your baseball game or to your local deli. Now, Sweden is getting there even faster than anyone else. According to a New York Times report, a fifth of the country, doesn't even use ATMs anymore. And 4,000 Swedes, now get this, have microchips implanted in their hands so they can pay for products with just a wave of their hand. Makes the Apple Watch kind of look obsolete. So on top of that, many Swedish companies are asking their employees to get implants to pass through access points and to pay for conveniences. Now the red flags start going up. So for our red flags, we have to turn to legal media analyst Lionel. Lionel, thanks for joining us on this. I know you've got some red flags, and I feel like I'm reading out of the book of Revelation, possibly. So what concerns come to you arise from humans microchipping themselves?
This is the mark of the beast. This is, listen, let me tell you something. I mean, I'm no biblical scholar here, but it's amazing the parallels made. Now listen, let's get down to brass tacks. Would you, not you, I wish they'd stop with this. They go, we're going cashless. We've been cashless. Where's this cash? Ever buy a house with cash or a car? We've got this. I don't even have, I got a couple of bucks. We've been cashless. But that's not the issue. One of these days, these kids, I think you call them millennials or something, they're going to take these little tiny RFID, radio frequency identification chips, about the size of a grain of rice. And they're going to be cool, Scotty. Oh, they're going to be waiting in line overnight to get implanted. And they're going to say, look at this. I can go to the drugstore. I can go to a cab. Isn't it great? How cool am I? Look, I've got this little embedded chip. And they'll say they have medical records. And you're going to do that to grandma and grandpa in case, God forbid, they have some kind of dementia they're walking off. I mean, after all, we have it in our dogs, right? It's like OnStar for human beings. But here's the catch. One of these days, God forbid, Scotty, they find you guilty of something. And you go before a court, and they say, we're going to sentence you to prison? No. We're going to turn your chip off, and you don't exist. Poof. Everything. In fact, people are going to notice that when you walk up, they're going to say, who is this? You're not registered. You say, it's me. What do you mean, who is this? No, you're not showing up on this. You don't exist. If you think I'm kidding, this is Elba. This is like some type of a prison. And people are going to be, one of these days, enslaved by this chip that it will replace you.
Now, wait a minute. First of all, no chip can replace you. Let me just point that out. No chip can replace me. But
You're telling me.
We can talk about the sci-fi sense, but I also want to talk about the responsibility aspect of it. My mother used to say, if you can't hold on to a $20 bill, then you don't even need to be able to spend it. You're not responsible enough to spend it. I'm worried, are they going to sell this basis on the fact that, hey, guess kids lose their money all the time? You won't ever have to be responsible again for yourself. You know, it automatically comes to you. Is that how they're going to try to sell this? What?
Scotty, what's that thing you have on your wrist?
Oh, I said I've got my Apple Watch.
That looks like a watch?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it tracks me.
You know what that is? That's a surveillance unit. That's a surveillance unit. This is transhumanism. The RFID chip one day, and how many times have you used that? Have you used the iPhone wallet? Hey, I got this. Isn't this great?
It's convenient,
and you're responsible. Yeah,
convenience is that's a positive, though. We can't always say all technology is a negative.
Positive?
It's positive. You know,
let me tell you something. When something is free, you're the product. This is what happens. You see, we're going around and I don't want to scare you, but we've lost all sense of freedom. We're walking around here enslaved in this 24/7 worldview panopticon. You are walking around with a surveillance device on your wrist.
Well, you know what?
And I've got this stupid thing, too. I'm walking around with it.
Well, you know what? I don't know if I'd want to be surveilled your life 24/7. Mine's not exciting.